there will be no national anthem as we did the national anthem for Game 1. Thank you. You can now text the Archville's front office at any time. Have a question or want to report a family-related problem? Text 610-370-BALL. Archville staff are monitoring the text and will follow up accordingly on your question or family-related problem. The Archville's game program is electronic this season. Download the game program right to your phone. Visit archvilles.com/program. Tonight's All-Temp Enterprises game time temperature is 81 degrees. Enjoy tonight's game brought to you again by Carpenter, International Brotherhood of Teamsters, Local 429, and Reading Area Community College.
Good afternoon, Fightin' Phils fans, for part 2 here in today's doubleheader. Now the Fightins took Game 1, an exciting 4-2 win over the Senators. Brian Marconi recording his 7th save for the team. That's 3rd in all of the AA Northeast. And what's pretty cool about that is he came in a month late. He came called up from Jersey Shore, and so 7 saves for Marconi. Morales notching his second win of the season, The first was the no-hitter, so now he has 2 on the season, and they played Game 1 in 1 hour and 59 minutes. Hats go off to some Fightins bats. Madison Stokes, with his 7th home run of the season, scored the first offering for the Fightin' Phils. Then they had 3 runs in the 5th. Gamboa with a bunt single to score. Connolly walked. He also crossed the plate. And Daniel Brito had 2 RBI double as well. Jorge Bonifacio with the most interesting single on the face of the earth. A pop-up that dropped right in front of home plate, and nobody on the Senators knew what to do. Josh Stephen also had a sacrifice fly out to right field that scored a run, and Gamboa had a 3-hit day, so that was pretty notable as well. Morales won 5 innings of work, 6 hits, and 2 runs, and Josh Hendrickson set to start off game number 2 against the Harrisburg Senators, and leading things off once again will be Gage Canning. Hendrickson working quickly, as always, gets a foul ball off of Canning. The first offering coming in at 7:09, which was right about where we were looking to start Game 2 here. And this will just be a 7-inning contest as well, as that's how it goes in a doubleheader. This is a makeup from Thursday night's game, this doubleheader, with the rain from Tropical Storm Elsa. The 59th game of the season tomorrow will be 60. That is the exact halfway point. Canning, a liner out to center. Logan Landon going back over his shoulder. And Sports Center top 10 play, the second amazing catch of the day. And the Fightins defense has been on fire. Landon over his shoulder in center field makes the first out here for the Fightin' Phils. Jake Alou will bat second. A new left fielder starts for the Fightins, someone that we've seen before, but usually we see him behind the plate. It's Colby Fitch making his first start out in left field, his first start anywhere in the field besides catcher. He came off of the injured list just the other day and hasn't had a start, is just settling back in here, catching some bullpens, and he did do some rehabbing out in Clearwater, so he's good to go. And now he will get a start out in left field as Alou pops one up. Fitch running it down in foul territory. Is anyone going to get to it? No, it drops into the bullpen. He had to track far out and left. And Fitch, a catcher, has great wheels on him. Actually had the team highest stolen bases with 3, even though he didn't play a month and a half of the season because he was on the IL. But earlier in game number 1, Gamboa with his 4th stolen base of the season. So pretty exciting there. In center, Logan Landon, obviously Bonifacio over and right. Some switch-ups in the infield as well. From left to right, McCarthy, Tatum, Gamboa, Brito, and Stokes going back over to first. And Jack Conley behind the plate this afternoon. A ball misses 1 and 2 here to Alou. The Fightins in their home pinstripe jerseys here for this 7 o'clock start on Saturday night. And the Senators switch to their road grays with the red stripe down the pants. They will wear their red cap. The Fightins, of course, in their red FIS cap as well. Hendrickson missing outside, 2-2. Here's the offering from the lefty. This is a liner to Bonifacio. It's going to drop in front. And Jake Alou has a base hit here for the Senators with just one away. Hendrickson's toughest battle has actually been the first inning. He's got a 5.40 ERA in the first, and once he can get through that, he usually settles in pretty well. His last outings have been 6 innings, 5 innings, 5 innings. He hasn't given up more than 2 earned runs in a long time, and more than 3 at all since he's come up to Double-A. He's been very stellar, holding a 2.82 ERA for the Fightins, and the team is 4-1 in his starts, but he is 3-0 in decisions. Corridor takes a strike. It's 1-1. Corridor, a base hit and a walk back in game number 1. And Alou had that run scoring double. Fans are piling into FirstEnergy Stadium right now. They're getting their food down in the concourse. They're coming from the mid-game mascot band down in the Topkins Vist Bank Plaza on the T-Mobile stage. And they're heading up to the grandstand in FirstEnergy Stadium. Hendrickson looks over at the runner on first. Looks back at the batter. Now he'll come home with the 2-1, gets Corridor to chase, and it's 2-2. And with all the excitement in the Fightins game number 1, I wasn't able to keep track of the Phillies game as Corridor strikes out looking, gets the punch out from Ben Rosen, who's behind the plate in game number 2. And that's the first strikeout for Hendrickson. 2 outs now in the top of the first. So Ben Rosen calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. Nickel shifts to third, which pushes the crew chief, Michael Snover, over to first. The Phillies up 11-2 over the Boston Red Sox. They're in the bottom of the 8th. They put an 8 spot up in the 8th as KJ Harrison takes a pitch inside. Lots and lots of runs all around, hits for everyone. They had some long balls early in the game. Now they're piecing together small balls. Gene Segura, Bryce Harper, Knapp, Torreyes, Gregorius, Hoskins, and of course Alec Bohm with a home run earlier. A full contribution by the team. Going is Alou. The throw down from Conley, okay, but it bounced in the dirt to Brito. And he wasn't able to hold on to it. So a successful stolen base by Alou, I believe. And there's a runner on second now. Harrison with a 2-0 count at the plate. Hendrickson setting up on the first base side of the rubber. Deals to Harrison. He ties him up with his hands on the inside, and that's a strike, 2-1. The pool is full over and right. Hop in place to be, as well as the Blue Marsh Insurance foul porch and the 67 Club up the third baseline, packed today. And the dugout suite, as always. Looks like everyone's having a good time up there. Harrison pokes one the other way, but it's foul. And so 2-2. Hendrickson a strikeout away with getting out of the first cleanly. Here's the offering. Just high, and it'll be a full count now to KJ Harrison. Out on second, Alou. With his second stolen base of the season here in Double-A. Fightin's infield back deep. Hendrickson looks forward. Now he'll look home to Conley, setting up on the outside part of the plate. The payoff pitch, fouled back, and we'll do it again. That foul ball presented by Pennsylvania Insurance Fraud Prevention Authority. Only weasels commit insurance fraud. Visit don'tbeaweasel.com today. A slow roller off the bat. Will it go fair or foul? It's going to be picked up by Stokes, and it'll actually make the tag over to Harrison running down the line, and that'll be it. In the top of the first, the Senators strand a runner. No score as we head into the bottom half.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit ReadySetReadBerks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
Well, after a base hit from Alou was stranded on the base pass by Hendrickson, the Fightins will come out to face Carson Teal here in the bottom half of the first. Now the Fightins aggressive in game number 1. They took the lead and never let it up after 5, and they ended up winning 4-2. So right now they have the series 3-1 over the Harrisburg Senators. So they've already at least got the split, but obviously looking for the win. They have today and then tomorrow a 5:15 Sunday game, and that's the last we see of the Nationals affiliate this summer. Daniel Brito, of course, going to lead it off again against Carson Teal. Brito earlier today had a run-scoring double and also crossed the plate himself. That was his 14th double of the season, and now he'll start off against Carson Teal. Teal was the one who played at OSU, played there until his junior year, actually had an appearance at the College World Series. And the first offering here to Brito sent high in the sky. It's going to be playable. Coming in, Ramon Flores out and left. And he makes an easy catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Fightin' Phils. And here's Archimedes Gamboa. Now Gamboa moving up quite a few spots in the lineup. He was 7th into the game number 1. He had 3 hits. One of them a bunt single, and he also crossed the plate yesterday night. Of course, he had the walk-off single and was able to walk it off for the Fightins at the bottom of the 9th. They won 5-4 on Friday night. And now Gamboa batting in the 2 spot. He'll remain over at short. Takes the ball. Teal, the lefty, kicks and fires in the dirt. And this is one of the few times we'll actually see Gamboa batting on the right side. The switch hitter typically bats on the left, but against a lefty, here he is batting on the right. And he takes a ball downstairs. Ramon Flores in the outfield, left to right, Banks and Canning filling out. Alou over at third, Lara. Duarte coming in, we saw him pinch hit in the top of the 2nd. Now he'll be at 2nd. And then Corridor and Harrison behind the plate. Gamboa takes another ball. He was the king of walks to start off this season, but kind of got more aggressive at the plate as we went on. 3 balls and 2 strikes now as he chases one and fouls it off. Lights have come on here at FirstEnergy Stadium. It's not dark, but there are some clouds in the sky making it glary. I don't want to say overcast, but there is a glare And, of course, sunset not for another hour. Gamboa, a liner up the left field. It's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Chasing it is Flores. He heads for second. A stand-up double. Gamboa, a 4-hit day today, and he's got himself on scoring position and just went out for Jorge Bonifacio.
Jorge Bonifacio.
Teal looking back at second. Now he'll go home to Gamboa. He's outside. Out in the left field batter's box. Excuse me, the righty batter's box. I don't know what I'm saying. A strike comes into Bonifacio. It is 1-1. Cooled off a little bit since we started game number 1. I would say down in the 70s perhaps. Just a slight breeze coming in from center. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jorge Bonifacio. Teal comes home. It's low, and it's 2-1. Gamboa taking a nice lead off of second. Duarte holding him on, and he's going to be picked off. He's picked off on second. That was a great throw there by Teal. And Duarte was just a couple feet from the bag, closer than Gamboa was. I'm not sure he realized how close Duarte was. And so they'll get the base runner. And a different story here for Bonifacio at the plate. Now there's 2 outs and no one on. Up and away, 3 balls, 1 strike. He sends a fly ball out to right center field. It's in no man's land, but coming in quickly is Canning, and he makes the catch. So although the Fightins got a hit, they leave no one on the base pass. 0-all as we head into the top of the second.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the EXP Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. EXP Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. EXP Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Hendrickson coming back on the mound for another inning of work, and he'll face off against Duarte for the first time today. Steps into the righty batter's box. The lefty kicks and fires, gets him to foul back, and he's down 0-1.
That foul ball hit in Access Industries, safety and safety net.
Got a chance to catch up with Hendrickson the other day. Super low-key kind of guy. Very chill, easy to talk to. Comes from Western Australia, though he did spend some time in Eastern Australia growing up. So Perth and Adelaide, those two spots. And had the chance to be over in Adelaide, actually, in the winter of 2019. So I got a chance to experience his lifestyle as Duarte gets one into right. Bonifacio on the run, reaches for it, and makes the catch. Wow, there has been some crazy defense from the Fightins to rob some extra base hits of the Senators, and Hendrickson claps his glove at Bonifacio's play. One out here in the top of the second. Here's Nick Banks, his first appearance of the day. He's out in center field. Hendrickson said the biggest difference, I'll say, is driving on the other side of the road, which I only did that once when I was in Australia, and it was terrifying. I can't imagine what it feels like to drive over here because there's way more cars on the road. But he says you kind of get used to it, but sometimes when he's having an off day, he'll have to remind himself, which way to turn, because the turning is the opposite too. So that must be really difficult. But we also had the chance to just chat too about chicken parm is very different over here versus there. We disagree on this front actually, as he sends a ball in 2-1 to Banks. So in America, chicken parm, amazing. In Australia, they put a slice of ham between the fried chicken and the sauce and cheese. There's a slice of ham, which kind of unique. He really likes it that way. He prefers it. He actually misses it. That kind of reminds me of chicken cordon bleu here, which is not chicken parm. That doesn't have the sauce. As he gets Banks on a high fastball, 3 balls and 2 strikes now, but he says he misses that. Coffee, a big thing in Australia. He says he doesn't really drink too much of it here. But really interesting guy, super easy to chat with. And Banks with a hard hit fly ball coming over, Fitch, Landon, and it bounces over the fence. Really quietly, Nick Banks with a solo shot to lead it off here in the top of the second and start the run scoring. It is Harrisburg 1, Reading 0. Hendrickson has not allowed a home run since July 4th. His start then, he did allow 2 in that contest. Those were the only 2 earned runs in then. They were both solo home runs. So when he misses, he'll just miss 1 pitch, and that could be enough if it clears the fence. So Harrisburg with a 1-run lead, and Ramon Flores now up at the plate with just an out. This is the way that game number 1 started, but the Fightins battled back and stayed in it the whole time, and they ended up with a victory. So lots of baseball left, not too concerned. They've really put on a show later in the game. And that's Banks' first home run of the season here in Double-A, actually. 2 balls and no strikes as a foul ball is iced up the first base line. 2-1. Ramon Flores. He also came in to pinch hit the other day, I believe. Not yesterday. And he had a walk. That was on Wednesday during the day. First time we're seeing start out in left field. 3 balls, 1 strike here from Hendrickson, working through Flores. And he gets him to chase, another full count. The fireworks men from International Fireworks of Douglasville are still setting up for our Mega Blast. They started at 5:30, so it's been 2 hours. And they're still working through it, trying to get it all up in the light of day, and then we'll shoot those off a little bit after the last out of game 2. The payoff pitch poked foul, and we'll do it again.
That foul ball is brought to you by PA Insurance Fraud Prevention Authority. Only weasels commit insurance fraud. Visit topiaweasel.com.
Here's the offering, and it's outside, so he ends up walking Flores. So the first full count, he gave up a home run to Banks. Now the second one is a walk. And here's Gilbert Lara with a runner on first, and just one out. The Acme Distribution Center in Denver, PA is hiring warehouse positions. And what the great thing about this opportunity, lots to do, it'll keep you busy, and you'll really get paid for your hard work at Acme of Denver. $19.30 with premiums, the new starting rate. So that's what you start at, with the opportunity to make $22.05 within the next 10 weeks. Really great. They take care of their employees so well there at Acme. I've heard nothing but great things about there to work. And within the first year, they have a potential to get you up to $50,000 in Acme in just your first year, potential bonus there. Really exciting. And the way that you can go about trying to get a job there, if this appeals to you as the ball comes into Lara, it is 2-0, is they actually have two hiring events coming up. One on this Wednesday, the 14th, and one on Saturday, the 31st. So if you need a weekday versus a weekend, you can pick and choose. Just go to 500 South Muddy Creek Road out in Denver for a chance to attend their job fair. 3 balls, no strikes here to Lara. They also offer industry-leading benefit packages with family coverage and a $2,500 retention bonus, which really solid. 3 ball, 1 strike here to Lara. Not far away too from this area, so you really don't have to commute that far if you live over here. And he gets Lara to chase, so another full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So don't forget, Wednesday the 14th, Saturday the 31st, Acme Distribution Center in Denver, PA. They've got their job fairs, 500 South Muddy Road. And the payoff pitch to Lara, it's a slow roller. They're going to go for 1. And Hendrickson over to first. They get the out, and now there's 2 away.
The pitcher, number 4, Carson Teal.
Here's the pitcher, Carson Teal, with a runner on second and 2 outs. Flores, of course, shifting over on the ground ball. Gamboa behind second. He is holding the runner Flores on after being picked off by his own. Obviously would love to take some revenge. Hendrickson now from the stretch with the runner on second. He'll kick and fire home and get a called strike. So it's 0-2 here to the pitcher, Carson Teal. Pitcher on pitcher matchup. Here's the offering, and it is just low. Great frame there by Connolly, but just doesn't get the call he's looking for. Teal in 4 at-bats has struck out 3 times, still has not had a base hit here in Double-A on the season. And the 1-2, it'll be a ground ball up to Gamboa over to first, and that's out number 3. But a solo shot from Nick Banks puts the Senators on the board. They're up by 1 as we go into the bottom of the second.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as the luchador's mouth, with FirstEnergy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phils players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season.
Number 15, Madison.
Well, an eventful inning break as our crazy hot dog vendor finally gets a hot dog up to the press box for me. I appreciate you, crazy hot dog vendor. Thank you for the hot dog during the inning break. And unfortunately was not able to make the catch. Came in hot and well above my 5'2" size, unfortunately. And Madison Stokes gonna take over here with a looping liner out to center, makes the catch.
Logan Linton.
And that's one away here in the bottom of the second. Now Senators up by 1 after a solo shot from Nick Banks. Here's the offering to Logan Landon, who's stepping up to the plate. And he chases a fastball upstairs, 0-2. And he sends a liner that's going to get through. Flores chasing it to the wall. He's heading for second, but he's going to stay at first probably for the best. And the throw is Aaron. He's going to slide into second, and he's safe. The throw is also Aaron. He's going to go to third, and he's going to be at third. Nobody's on third. He's coming home. He's coming home. And the throw way off the line. Logan Landon scores. And the Fightins tie it up at 1. Lots of errors there on the field, but for the Senators, that's not an inside the park home run. It's definitely a base hit, but nevertheless, still scored on the same play. Logan Landon ties us up at 1 here in the bottom of the second inning, and you have got to have a high baseball IQ to follow through on that play. You've got to be paying attention, you've got to be heads up, and you've got to be on point. Logan Landon was all of that. It is a base hit, E7 to get to second, and E9 to advance all the way home. But nevertheless, he gets the job done. And now they'll be tied at 1 here for McCarthy Tatum. The fans elated at the ballpark after seeing some really cool action here today. We've seen these guys get on and get home in any way they possibly can, and it's obviously really working out for them. Tatum takes 2 balls and 1 strike. That was a wild play there by Logan Landon. And Tatum taking a pitch downstairs. It is 3-1. Fouling it off is Tatum, so it'll be a full count now from Carson Teal. We're all knotted up at 1. And Tatum fouls one back into the plaza area. It's going to bounce on the netting above the T-Mobile stage. And this one, a line drive over to right. It ropes, just foul. And so we'll have to go again. He able to right that ship, or left that ship in this case. It'll be over the wall. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch once again to Tatum. This one sent high in the sky. It's definitely foul. It's just whether or not it's in the field of play. And it's not, as it bounces over the dugout suite and in. And so Tatum will have to go once more. 9 pitches into this at-bat. And the Fightins already scoring 1 here. The crowd getting excited here. 1 out, McCarthy, Tatum at the plate. And here is the payoff pitch. Tatum sends it deep to center field. Banks on the run, and he's able to make the catch. Out number 2.
The catcher, number 37, Jack Conley.
And here's Jack Conley now with 2 outs. Conley had a walk in the last game when he pinch hit, and he was able to score one of the 3 runs that the Fightins put up in the 5th. He takes the first pitch strike. The Phillies top the Red Sox in their afternoon game 11-2 over Boston, and Lehigh Valley well underway in their game. They're leading the Worcester Red Sox, so they play that affiliate as well by 1 run. 0-2 now to Connolly. He strikes out swinging, and that'll end it for the Fightins, but not before, I guess you could say, a Little League home run for Logan Landon as he scores off of a single. And we're all knotted up at 1 as we go into the 3rd.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
we're tied up at 1 here as we head into the top of the third. Logan landed on a base hit, and then he makes it all the way home on 2 errors by the Senators, one by the left fielder, one by the right fielder. A Little League homer of sorts. And so it's 1-1 for Josh Hendrickson now. Guess you could call it some run support. He'll face off against the top of the order with Gage Canning. Flew out to center in his first at-bat. Jersey Shore leading the Wilmington affiliate of the Nationals, their high A affiliate. Ethan Lindau on the mound. We've seen him here in Reading as Gage Cannon strikes out number 1 in the top of the third. They're up 3-0. That's in the top of the third as well. And Clearwater with a 6-2 lead over Bradenton right now. So the affiliates having a day for Philadelphia. Jake Alou with a base hit and a stolen base in the first. Will head up to the plate. He takes the first pitch ball. This one lofted in the air, coming in. Bonifacio landed, going out. Gamboa, Brito. 4 guys, and it's Gamboa who makes the catch behind second base in the outfield for a quick out number 2.
The first baseman, number 29, Aldrin Corridor.
Here's Aldrin Corridor. Corridor struck out looking in his first at-bat. He'll face off against Hendrickson once more. And he fouls it back.
That foul ball is brought to you by Field Insurance Fraud Prevention Authority. For the Weasels commit insurance fraud, visit GoFieldWeasel.com.
0-1 count with 2 outs quickly here in the top of the third. And the lefty kicks and fires home for a called strike. The 0-2, a ground ball. Gamboa on the hop over to first, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Hendrickson puts us back to the Fightins at bat. Here in the bottom of the third, we're tied at 1.
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Sons. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Patanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Heading into the bottom of the third after a quick top half, Hendrickson sits him down 1-2-3. And here comes Colby Fitch to start things off in the bottom half. It'll be Fitch, Hendrickson, and then Brito. Teal out. 28 pitches through 2. And he comes home to Fitch. His first at-bat since coming back to Reading just 2 days ago when he got the call. 11:30 at night. He had a flight at 6 a.m. the next morning out of Clearwater, and he gets a base hit. He'll knock one up the third baseline fair over the bag, and he's going for two. Here's the slide. He's going to be out, and he's safe. He's safe. The tag from Duarte, not in time. And coming out, of course, Trip Keister to argue. Let's look at the replay on the TV. A great hit, a phenomenal hit off the end of the bat, up the line, and it looked like the throw was really good in by the left fielder Flores, but I think he might have got his right hand in there, and then the chest tag was where Duarte was going for, but he's got his right arm in before the tag on the chest. So he's going to be safe at second with a double. Love the hustle there from Colby Fitch. And that'll put a base runner on second now with nobody out here for Josh Hendrickson. And the Fightins have an opportunity to take the lead on the board. Hendrickson, 6 at-bats. He's recorded 1 hit and 3 strikeouts. Actually asked him about what it was like to get that first professional hit. He said he knew he got a good piece of it as he goes for a bunt and he fouls it back, strike number 1. But he was just trying to hustle as fast as he could down the baseline, and he beat the throw. And really elated about that was his first ever professional hit, so very exciting. And with Fitch on second, he's just looking to try to get him over to third. Not so worried about himself. Looking back is Teal. Someone is holding him on, and with the bunt attempt, he'll pull back, and it's 1-1. The corner infielders are in. Lara at short is holding on Fitch, and although he shows signs of bunt, he doesn't go after it, but either way it's a called strike, so Hendrickson down 1-2 here. Following Hendrickson, we go back to the top of the order. He pokes bunt, and it is foul, and when you bunt with 2 strikes and you foul it off, that's strike 3. So he's down for the count, and there's out number 1. And so with 1 out, we're back to the top of the order with Daniel Brito, and the runner still on second. Teal's first offering outside to Brito. Upstairs, and Teal misses twice in a row. It's 2-0. After a long pause, Teal misses again, this time on the inside. 3 balls and no strikes here to Brito. Of course, he's got 2 bases open, but there's only 1 away. And now he'll get a called strike at the lettering here to Daniel Brito. Gamboa on deck. He already has a double, a 4-hit day for Gamboa, and Brito looking for his second after he had a double in game number 1. Fitch still out on second. Lara really holding him on, and Fitch, of course, has 3 stolen bases on the season. Brito chases a breaking ball, and now it's a full count. A lot of full counts here. in today's two contests from either side. And the crowd roaring here. They'd love to see Daniel Brito break this wide open. Teal, the payoff pitch, Brito high in the sky. It's going to stay in the infield, so Fitch shouldn't be able to do anything. It's called off by Alou, and he makes the catch on the third base line for out number 2.
Shortstop number 7, Archimedes Gamboa.
Here's Gamboa now with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Gamboa takes a called strike now, 0-1. Sun is starting to set here in Reading. But the lights were already on. Blue skies, and the offering by Teal. Gamboa chases, and he's down 0-2. Cool here at the ballpark, slight breeze coming in from left field. And the Fightins looking to make something happen here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. It's Archimedes Gamboa who is up at the plate. And here's the offering. He chases and strikes out swinging, and Colby Fitch will be stuck on second after leading off with a double. The score tied at 1 going into the 4th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices, from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Chewbacca the Mandalorian and more intergalactic characters here for our Kids Club event. That's tonight's White Stars, like the Fightins game.
Hendrickson coming out here for the top of the 4th at FirstEnergy Stadium. Harrisburg, 1 run on 2 hits. They've made 2 errors in the field. Reading, 1 run on 3 hits. And the team's made no errors in the field. Hendrickson pitches in the dirt to KJ Harrison, who's starting us off here in the 4th. Now, we got a 1-2-3 in the 3rd, so we'll see if he can ride that momentum. He's at 54 pitches, Teal at 43. And he sends a strike in now to Harrison, 1-1. Gets him to chase in the dirt, sends Harrison to his knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. And the lefty kicks and fires home, a pop-up foul. It'll go into the concourse area. Nobody and make the catch. And this one sent into center field. Hustling in is Landon on the run. It's in no man's land, and it'll drop in front of him as a base hit will start things off for Harrison. One on and nobody out. Osvaldo Duarte coming up 0 for 1 on the day. A lot of back and forth here between the Fightins and the Senators as they keep going back and forth. Out to right field this time. Bonifacio tracking back, and he'll make the grab easily. That's one away as Harrison forced to remain on first.
The center fielder number 3, Nick.
And one away now for Nick Banks. Banks had a solo shot back in the second. He's the only run that has crossed so far for Harrisburg. Hendrickson looks over at the runner. Now will come home to Banks and gets a called strike. And here's the offering. This one a liner that's going to drop in front of Bonifacio. Over to second is Harrison, and it is a base hit there for Banks, a 2-hit day. And there's 2 runners on and just an out. The Nationals little pod is sitting kind of near, well, right behind home plate. That's where they put the families of both the Fightin's players and the visiting team's players. So they're all kind of sitting lumped together in this section. And very interesting. Getting a couple boos from the stadium every time they cheer when their team gets a hit. Sure it goes the other way, though, when Philly fans are on the road. 1 ball, no strikes now to Ramon Flores, who's up at the plate. A lot of older players on this Senators roster as Flores takes a called strike. 29 years old. Aaron Barrett, 33. Couple other guys in their late 20s. Diego Moreno, 33 as well. This one, a high fly ball out to left. It's in foul territory. Colby Fitch tracking it over, and the same thing drops in the bullpen. No one could get to it, but it's 2 strikes on Flores. Fightin' Phils have a couple of older players as well. Kind of all evens out. And a looping ball comes in inside. It's 2-2. This one fouled back into the netting behind home plate. Almost made it up and over. Could have had 2 things in our booth tonight, but it doesn't, and the count remained 2-2. Fans are all here for the baseball game, game number 2 of the day. The first doubleheader, the Fightins took the victory, trying to take another one from the Senators. And after the game, post-game fireworks, of course. This one's going to hit the roof. We'll see if it rolls back. I don't think so. And so it'll stay 2-2 once again. Post-game mega blast of fireworks tonight, then tomorrow, Sunday. Lots of fun stuff going on. Strike number 3 as Flores goes down looking. And out number 2 for Hendrickson here.
That's another strikeout pitch to Diamond Credit Union.
Gilbert Lara heading up with runners on first and second now. Lots of long at-bats here. Hendrickson, though, coming out on top in that last one. And he fouls one into his own calf, I think. Walks it off, seems okay. It's 0-1. Fouls another one back, this time into the Fightin's dugout, and quickly he's down 0-2. Hendrickson looking for his third out here to get out of the fourth cleanly. And once again, we see a very similar ball game fleshing out. Solid pitching for both sides, and he gets strike 3 from Lara. His fourth strikeout of the night ends the fourth inning, strands 2 runners for the Harrisburg Senators, and we're still tied at 1 into the bottom of the fourth.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Jorge Bonifacio is going to start us off here in the bottom of the fourth as Carson Teal comes out for another inning of work. And we look forward to seeing the Fightins break things open. We've been tied at 1 for a little bit right now. Fightins 1 run on 3 hits. The Senators 1 run on 4 hits. They've made 2 errors in the field, though. And Bonifacio 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. Here's the first offering from Teal. It's a called strike at the knees. Just 43 pitches for Teal to get through 3 innings of work, and a ball comes high and outside. It's 1-1. Bonifacio connects a line drive up the left field line at about 5 feet or so, foul. So we'll have to go back and do it again. And Teal once again sets up and fires the 1-2 outside. Bonifacio holds off. It's 2-2. And he chases for strike number 3, a little frustrated as he heads back into the dugout. That's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. And the 4th strikeout for Carson Teal. Here's Madison Stokes now with a line drive out to left. Now he hit a home run last night. He hit a home run in game number 1. And we'll see if he can do it in game number 2 as well. Way inside. 1-0. Wind picking up a little bit, coming in left to right now. Flag flowing out there in center field. And he gets a ground ball sharply hit up the third baseline all the way across the diamond. Is Alou with a perfect throw. And a quick out number 2 for Reading. Here's Logan Landon now. Landon had that interesting base hit that turned into him scoring a run as the left fielder overthrew the throw to second. So he was able to move over to second and then chase to third. And then the right fielder was going to third, and Landon was coming around, being waved by Sean Williams, and scored easily. Takes a ball and a strike now. Chops one, foul, and it's 1-2. Lehigh Valley leads 6-1 now. Spencer Howard still on the mound as they go into the top of the 5th inning there against the Worcester Red Sox. And Logan Landon goes down swinging. And that'll be it, a 1-2-3 inning for the Fightins in the bottom of the 4th. And we're still tied at 1 heading into 5.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
It's summer. Time to trade hibernation for liberation. Couch time for tan lines. The sunshine and good times are waiting, so it's time to go the distance in a car you can depend on. Kia, backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Summer's calling. How will you answer? Kia, movement that inspires. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today for great deals on our exciting lineup of vehicles built for summer.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty program refers to a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for warranty details.
Well, a very eventful veggie race out on the field. And Lettuce taking home the victory over Carrot. Carrot has 11 wins, though. Lettuce just having 6. I've only run in the lettuce once. None of the other vegetables. And so Hendrickson's going to face off against Teal to start off the top of the 5th. And Teal takes 2 straight strikes. It's 0-2. Henderson kicks and fires home a ground ball. Gamboa's on it. over to Stokes, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 14, Gage Canning.
Here's Gage Canning as we head back to the top of the order. Here's the first offering from Hendrickson outside, 1-0. Someone's got a nice looking bowl of that Stouffer's mac and cheese. Just starting to sell here. A big sponsor of MILB, so they sell it at the parks. A pop-up coming in, Landon going out Gamboa. Landon on the run makes a fantastic catch out in center field. He's a really solid center fielder for the Fightins. And it's a quick out, number 2 for Hendrickson, as Alou now coming up to bat with 2 outs. Outside. Infield backing up. And here's the offering, bunt attempt, and it goes foul. So it's 1-2 now to Alou. And he popped it right back behind the catcher, not able to successfully put it down. A strike. 1-2 here. And the lefty kicks and fires home. It comes in a little chin music to Alou. He's able to get out of the way cleanly. Slipped off of Hendrickson. Does look like there's someone heading out to warm up in the Fightin's bullpen. I see Rodolfo Duran jogging out in his catcher's gear down the right field line. Maybe Tyler Carr. Hendrickson misses outside. And it's a full count now as he's trying to get a 3-up, 3-down here in the 5th. And he just misses low, so he's going to walk Alou, and there'll be a runner on now with Corridor up the plate. He's 0 for 2 in this game, number 2.
Number 29, Aldrum, Corridor.
And it is Tyler Carr, they confirm, out down in the bullpen. So here's Corridor in the lefty batter's box, lefty-lefty matchup. He sends the first pitch, a foul ball, bounces off the TV booth, and somebody gets a souvenir. 0-1. Hendrickson up to 83 pitches right now, so I imagine this will be his last inning of work. Haven't seen anyone touch the 90s as of yet. He's going to go for the pickoff attempt over to first, but Alou just fine. We're still tied at 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. Going is Alou. They're going to pick him off. They've got him. And 1-3-6. Gamboa makes the tag, and Hendrickson gets out of the inning without throwing another pitch. A big pickup defensively for the Fightins yet again, and we're tied at 1 going into the bottom half of the 5th.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores of cane in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Tonight's Air Card Game brought to you by Seagate Tire and Automotive. It's time for the Junior PA announcers brought to you by our local PA dealers. First up for tonight's first PA Junior PA announcer, Adriana.
Here we go into the bottom of the 5th inning. An interesting 1-2-3 out of Hendrickson, but he gets the job done. And so McCarthy Tatum coming into bat here. We're tied up at 1. The Fightins would love to break this open as we get into what's kind of the later part of the game here. Just 7 innings, and we are in the bottom of the 5th. So 2.5 left to go. The Fightins hopefully will not need that back half. We were pretty much the same, tied up at 1. Then the Senators struck in game number 1. They had a 2-1 lead, but the Fightins had a bottom of the 5th where they put up a 3 spot, and the score was 4-2. And that's how we ended the game. So Reading could put up another big inning here in the bottom of the 5th and take it away. McCarthy Tatum looking to start things off. He takes 2 strikes and then a ball, 1-2. Really nice crowd here in Reading, supporting the hometown club and getting ready for post-game fireworks. And Tatum strikes out swinging for out number 1. Teal really holding his own in this game. No one warming up in the pen for him, just on 57 pitches. And he's only given up 1 run, and I don't think it was earned off those errors. It wasn't. Just 3 hits as well, 5 strikeouts, and Tyler Carr is warming up for Reading. Jack Conley up at the plate right now. He takes a ball, and it's 1-0. Here's the offering by Teal up at the letters, a called strike. Cotton Candy Sky forming out in left field. We'll wait a couple more minutes, see if it gets a little pinker. Definitely put up a photo on Twitter if it's worthwhile for you guys. And Conley sends one high in the sky. It's going to be just outside of the infield. Duarte backing up, but it's Canning who makes the catch. Coming in, and a quick 2 outs for the Fightins. Teal has sat down 8 straight Fightins since Colby Fitch's double, so now he'll come back to bat yet again, and we'll see if he could break the cycle and get one off of Teal, since he already has. Lefty on lefty matchup right now. Fitch steps into the batter's box, and here's the offering. He takes one outside. Interesting, the Fightins have back-to-back catchers in their lineup, 7 and 8. Conley, who's actually playing the backstop today, and Fitch, who's out in left. And a swinging strike. One and one. Luke Miller on deck. Should the pitcher's spot get a chance to bat, Luke Miller is going to come in and pinch hit. I think they'll probably hopeful that somebody gets on base, as Fitch takes a called strike. It would have to be Fitch now with 2 outs. Because otherwise then they will probably be forced to replace Carr the next inning, since the pitcher would bat first. They could go with him, I guess, but they probably wouldn't if we're still tied at 1. Teal to Fitch, strikes out swinging a high fastball upstairs, and another 1-2-3 inning of work for Teal. That's 9 straight batters he sat down in a row. The Fightins are still tied with the Senators 1-all, and I believe we will see a pitching change in the next half.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mao Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Well, a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Josh Hendrickson sends the ball over to Tyler Carr. He had 5 innings of work. He had a very stellar start. 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. And 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, a total of 84 pitches. And so, tied ball game. He'll hand it over to Tyler Carr for probably what I would imagine just an inning of work. We're in the top of the 6th, and we're only playing 7 here as the set game 2 of a doubleheader. Aldrim Corridor is going to start it off. Now, he was at the plate in the last half inning that the Senators bat, but Hendrickson picked off the runner on first, and so Corridor will get a chance to go again with a fresh count. He'll take a first pitch strike and a ball from Tyler Carr. Carr's last outing, 2/3 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run, and 1 walk. He gets Corridor to chase. It is 1-2. He's really good when he inherits runners, though. Tyler Carr, that's probably where he shines, I would say. He has inherited 6 runners over the course of the season and has not allowed anyone to score. He gets Corridor to pop one up. Coming in and over is Colby Fitch in left, and he makes the catch, out number 1. Here's the catcher, KJ Harrison. He is 1 for 2 today. And a ball outside. Two and out from Carr. He ties his hands up on the inside, trying to roll over the pitch, and it goes foul. F-ball presented by Pennsylvania Insurance Fraud Protection Agency. Only weasels commit insurance fraud. Three balls, 1 strike here from Tyler Carr. And the reliever kicks and fires. He gets him to foul off another one that brings Harrison to his knees, and it's a full count now. Carr working his way back into this at bat. And strike number 3 as the Fightins throw it around the horn. And a big out pickup there for Tyler Carr as he sits 2 down in a row. Here's Osvaldo Duarte. Duarte now with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2 fly balls to right. Takes the first pitch, ball. Wind picking up just a little bit, coming in still. Chopper off the bat, right to the glove of Gamboa. An easy throw to first, and that's out number 3. A nice 1-2-3 from the bullpen guy Carr, and the Fightins back to bat in the bottom of the 6th as we get into the back half of this game. We're still tied at 1.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
and provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R-Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Coming into the game from the Alberta University Golden Girls bullpen. Predators pitcher number 32, John Romero.
Well, a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as they take Teal out and put John Romero in. I kind of can't believe that they took Teal out, to be honest. He had 65 pitches. He sat down the Fightins in order twice. He hasn't allowed a hit, actually, in 9 batters. And so they'll hand the ball over to John Romero here for the bottom of the 6th. And we do have a pinch hitter to start off for the pitching spot in the lineup. It's Luke Miller, so someone will come in for Tyler Carr in the 7th. And here's the first offering by Romero. Miller chases in the dirt. This could be a big opportunity for Reading. Sometimes when a pitching change, you can kind of get the energy to shift. And Carr did not allow that. He sat them down 1-2-3. Now Romero sends a strike in to Miller, 0-2. He did inscribe something in the dirt before his first pitch. He did that in Harrisburg as well. Should ask their broadcaster if they have any insight as to that. 1 ball now to Miller, 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strike here. Miller's battling. He's got a pretty big gap up the middle right now as he pinch hits for the pitcher spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. The righty reliever kicks and fires, and Miller stays alive, fouling it back. Interesting, both managers went from starting lefties to righty relievers in the same inning. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Miller. He sends one into the outfield. Coming in, Canning in right, and he makes the grab out number 1. Back to the top of the order now with Daniel Brito, 0 for 2 in game number 2. Daniel Brito takes a called strike, wishing he swung on that. He bounces up and down, something he does a little bit when he's frustrated at himself. Fouls one back, and quickly he falls behind 0-2 now. The Fightins looking to break open this tie ball game. We've been tied at 1 since both teams scored in the second. Since then, nobody's really had any action on either side. Just 7 hits combined. And here's the 0-2 to Brito. He sends one into the outfield as well. This time it's in center. Banks camping under it, a can of corn. He makes the catch for out number 2.
This shortstop number 7, Archimedes.
Here's Archimedes Gamboa. He's had a 4-hit day, 3 in game 1, 1 in game 2. And now we'll head up here with 2 outs in the 6th. Gamboa takes a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Is someone warming in the pen for the Fightins? Maybe Zabala over there. Gamboa sends one out to right field. Canning on the run, and 3 pop-ups for the Fightins means 3 straight outs. And into the 7th we go, tied at 1.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Well, a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. We knew this because Miller came in to pinch hit in the last half inning. So your Cards day is done. He went 1 clean inning, nothing across, and he did notch 1 strikeout on 13 pitches. It is going to be Ane Ures Zabala who comes in now to take the ball here for the top of the 7th, essentially the top of the 9th. And the Fightins here are tied up with the Senators 1-1. I don't know what's happening here. Trip Keister is arguing with the home plate umpire, Ben Rosen. The inning hasn't even started. He's arguing with Rosen, and he's walking back to the third base coach's box as Rosen wipes down the plate. He's still arguing with him. He's backing up. Now he's still arguing. He's coming closer and not getting in his face as he waves him off eventually and walks up to the plate. And Nick Banks is going to lead it off here. No clue what happened. Let's see if I can get any information. Banks heading up. 2 for 2 today with a home run and a base hit. Definitely has the capability to break open this tie, 1-1. Inside. Zavala gets him the chase, 1-1. Kind of like he wanted to stop swinging, but he just couldn't get his bat to stop moving. The pitch breaks really low. Zavala, high velocity guy, usually in the upper 90s, so he could transition really well into a closer. A grounder over to Brito. He gets it on the bounce over to first, and that's an easy out. Zavala hitting 100 on the gun for the first time today. The only guy that we've seen here at the ballpark getting triple digits up on the radar. And so one away here for Ramon Flores. Flores, a bullet that ropes foul up the left field line. Balls, 2 strikes here to Flores. And the ball is in the dirt. So it seems like they wanted Mario Sanchez to come out and coach over on third base, but he wasn't wearing a jersey, so they wouldn't let him come out. I've never heard of something like that, but I guess you've got to be uniformed when you come up anytime in the game. That's the T I heard about, the little umpire manager. Little, I don't know what you call it. I don't want to say argument, that seems harsh, but 3 balls, 2 strikes. Flores battling back from an 0-2 count. Now it's full. Baseball under the lights here in Reading. The payoff pitch from Zavala, and it's a called strike 3. A perfect graze on the corner gets the job done, and it sends Ramon Flores back into the dugout. And 2 away now for Zavala here in the top of the 7th, which is really the top of the 9th. And Lara up at the plate. Gets him to chase, 0-1. Chases on a breaking ball in the dirt. He changed it up. Tough when you go 100 down to 85. I mean, fools the hitters every time, and he's got Lar down 0-2 right now. Here's the pitch by Zavala. inside. Lara in the righty batter's box. Zabala kicks and fires home, and he gets just a piece of it there. He'll foul it back. The count will remain the same. Infield back deep here to Lara. Outfield the same. The sun completely set now here in Reading, and it is a beautiful night at FirstEnergy Stadium. This one in the dirt, and Lara does not chase. It's 2-2. Zabala 2 quick and easy outs to start off this top of the 7th. Trying to get Lara for an easy 1-2-3. When the Fightins head up to bat, they'll be in the heart of their order. Bonifacio, Stokes, and Logan Landon. And I would love to see another walk-off as Zabala gets the job done. Lara chases a slider in the dirt. A 1-2-3 inning for the reliever in the top of the 7th. And as we go into the bottom half, the score is tied at 1.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular game tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium's 61 dugout suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
Well, it's rally time here at FirstEnergy Stadium. We're tied up at 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning, which is really the bottom of the 9th. And who but Jorge Bonifacio to lead us off here. And the fans are pumped at FirstEnergy Stadium. They got to see a walk-off last night with Gamboa in the 9th. And we'll see if they can do the same here over the Senators, the second game in a row. And Bonifacio set to lead off. Romero back on the mound. Now he's at the Fightins down 1-2-3 in the 6th. We'll see what he can do in the 7th. Bonifacio takes a pitch at the knees, 0-1. No runs have crossed for either team since the 2nd, and there hasn't really been any action at all since then as well. Not really anyone on the base paths. Bonifacio wanted all of that, but he just got a piece, and he stays alive. 0-2. An intense moment here at the ballpark, but they've got the heart of their order up. Bonifacio here, 0-2. Romero glove at the waist. And now he'll kick and fire home. This one is going to be a base hit right up the middle, getting over Duarte. And Bonifacio ends up on first to start things off. That is the go-ahead run on first. And now it'll be Madison Stokes with one person on and nobody out.
Madison Stokes.
Nobody out, so Stokes just trying to put Bonifacio now in scoring position. Hard to score from first, arguably, though we did see Landon do it back in the second. And we'll see if we can do the walk-off again, since the Fightins did it once last night. Stokes really wanted that. A swinging strike, 0-1. Going to check on Bonifacio over at first. I don't imagine that he's going to try to steal, but what he is going to do is try to get a good heads-up start on any ball that's going to land from Stokes. Just get himself out in front of it as much as he can. Here's the offering, and Stokes fouls it back into the stands. The great foul ball souvenir. Down to 2 strikes. Bonifacio was the same, and he got the job done. Ended up on first. Worst case scenario, a double play here. But Stokes has all the opportunity in the world. Here's the 0-2. He sends it. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Canning. And to second is Bonifacio. So now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Back-to-back base hits, as Madison Stokes ended up on first. And Cannon played that well, because if he had dove for it, I think it would have ended up at the outfield wall. Gamboa now in scoring position here for Logan Landon. We'll see if he can make it happen again. And they're going to come in for a meeting at the mound. It's the pitching coach, Sam Nairn, who comes out. But the entire infield does as well. And Bonifacio is going to jog over to talk to Williams. And I always find it kind of awkward for the outfielders. They're just standing there a little uncomfortable. They have no idea what the plan is. They're not privy to the plan of action that the entire rest of the team is coming up with on the mound. Obviously the plan is get the guys out, but there can be a little bit more to it than that sometimes. And so now Rosen is going to come out and break that up. Nairn jogging back to the dugout. And the Fightin' Phils fans have the energy here at the ballpark. And they're ready to rock and roll. With nobody out and 2 runners on, one of them in scoring position. With Logan Landon up at the plate after him will be Tatum and Connolly. And Landon has a chance to be a hero here. He's already done it once before this season. Just joining the team a couple weeks ago from Indy Ball. Bonifacio on second, Stokes on first. Here's the offering, and Landon goes for the bunt, but it rolls foul. And that would have been really good to get the runners over. I think that's a good play here, is just get Bonifacio in scoring position at third, and then any ball into the outfield, he'll be able to tag up and come home. We'll see if he goes for the bunt attempt again. Corner infielders in now that they know he's got the bunt attempt. And Laura trying to hold Bonifacio on second. I don't think Romero's concerned about that, though he does look back now. On the third base side of the rubber, comes home, Landon goes for bunt again. He doesn't go for it, and it's a called strike anyways. It's 0-2, and now the bunt is kind of gone, because Hendrickson already foul bunted out. I don't think he wants to do that again. That would be a worthless out, unless he really trusts himself in his bunt, which is tough. So we'll see if he tries to put it in the outfield. Even if they're able to tag up and get over to third, there's no out, so they've got a lot of wiggle room here to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th, the bottom of the 9th, technically. In game 2 of this doubleheader, they already took game number 1. Romero looking down at Landon. He's got him 0-2, and Landon sends it high in the sky. It's going to stay in the infield. He is frustrated. He throws his bat, and the play is caught in foul territory up the first baseline, so that is out number 1. Interesting there that Romero has gotten everybody to 2 strikes. Everybody's gotten to no 2 count, and Bonifacio and Stokes both battled it off to get base hits, and Landon made contact too, just not the right way. So now there's 1 out here for McCarthy Tatum. A little less wiggle room, but definitely it's tough now because even if you push the runners to second, then a sacrifice fly won't do anything. So he's got to really get on safely, or they hope for a pass ball here to Harrison. A called strike comes into Tatum way high at the jersey lettering. He's arguing with Rosen by the plate. Williams coming in. I don't know what Rosen's saying. Williams, I don't know if he's talking to Rosen or he's telling Tatum nothing. I'm not sure there. But he heads back to the coach's box, and Tatum back in the batter's box here. The 0-1 count. Bonifacio on second, Stokes on first. We're all tied up at 1, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Romero kicks and fires to Tatum, and it's down low.
Everybody clap your hands.
Fans are excited here. We appreciate their support at the ballpark. Romero takes a deep breath. He looks back at Bonifacio. No one really covering him on. Here's the 1-1. Tatum swings and misses. It's 1-2. Now the Fightin' Phils started this half inning off with 2 back-to-back base hits from Bonifacio and Stokes. There's 1 out here, and it's going to be Tatum and then Conley. Romero looks back, but he's going to come home. And a slow roller. I don't think this is enough for 2. They're going to get Tatum out at first, but they put the runners on second and third. And slow rolling enough that they don't turn 2. So 2 runners in scoring position here from Jack Conley. Now there's 2 out, so that's a different ball game here. Something in the outfield is not going to work anymore. It's got to be a safe base hit. And of course, Harrison has to be perfect behind the plate as well. Bonifacio ready to go over at third, especially with 2 outs. He's really ready. So Conley up in the righty batter's box. Hasn't had a hit in this game. Here's the perfect time to do it. Takes a pitch upstairs. Good hold, good hold. He pinch hit last game, so he's good in high-pressure situations. He walked and ended up scoring a run. Of course, Romero has first open right now, but it's 1-1 here in the bottom of the 7th, which is the last half inning to play in regular innings. 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. The offering, Conley chases, and it's 1-1. 97 on the radar gun from John Romero. And let's just check his pitch count here, because he's been going for a while. 24 pitches, just 24 pitches, 21 strikes, yet 2 base hits here in the bottom of the 7th. Romero with the 1-1. Conley goes for 1 low, and he doesn't come up with it. 1-2. Got a chance to be a hero here in the bottom of the 7th inning, or else. Extra baseball here on already extra baseball day with the doubleheader today. Conley, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs. The score's tied at 1. And here's the 1-2. It's down low. He takes. Good call. It's 2-2. The Senators 1 run on 4 hits, 2 errors in the field. The Reading Fightin' Phils 1 run on 5 hits. They've been clean in the field. And so we've been knotted at 1 since the 2nd inning. 2 runners in scoring position here. Jack Conley up at the plate. There are 2 outs. The count 2-2. Conley calls time. He steps out of the batter's box. The Fightin' Phils walked it off yesterday in the bottom of the 9th with Gamboa. And we'll see if they can follow that up with another one here. Tied at 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Conley, here's the 2-2. He sends it foul, he'll stay alive. Stay alive. Conley's had such a great attitude about this season. He is so excited to get back to playing baseball. He was telling me about what he did over quarantine to stay baseball ready, and we'll see if it brought him to this moment well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, and 2 runners on, a tie ball game at 1. And here's the 2-2. Conley checks his swing. Did he go around? No! And it's a full count to Jack Conley here in the bottom of the 7th. You want to know what he did over quarantine? He actually built his own batting cage in the backyard. Actually looks pretty sick. It looks legit. He's got a big backyard at home, and he actually built up a big batting cage, and his next project is to insulate it so he can hit there in any kind of weather. But he's worked a lot with wood, and so he's able to do that, and he had some friends over to take live BP and practice catching live pitchers. And he's now facing a full count here. Here's the offering, a ground ball foul, and he'll stay alive. Full count still to Jack Conley. 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bonifacio on third, Stokes on second. There are 2 outs, and we're tied at 1. Conley at the plate. Romero. Here's the payoff pitch. Conley up in the sky, and coming in is Banks. And he makes the catch in center. So we're going extras. Tied up at 1. The Fightins put 2 runners on, but they fail to score. Into the top of the 8th we go.
The Acme Denver Pen Warehouse is there Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Acme Distribution Center in Denver, Pennsylvania is hiring warehouse positions now. Attend Acme's Job Fair Wednesday, July 14th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 500 South Muddy Creek Road in Denver, Pennsylvania. Starting rate of $19.30 per hour, including premiums. Potential first-year earnings of over $50,000. Acme offers industry-leading benefit packages with family coverage and a $2,500 retention bonus. Hiring this Wednesday, July 14th. To learn more or register, go to hiringeventdenverpa.com. Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
Well, we're going to extras here at FirstEnergy Stadium, which is tough because extras now is the 8th inning. We're only supposed to play 7 in Game 2 of the doubleheader, but we're still tied up at 1. And so Zabala's going to come out for another inning of work, and he'll face off Romero. I think they're going to pinch hit for him. Does look like someone else is walking up to the plate. Can't see his number. Number 8, that is Rhett Wiseman, is going to pinch hit for the pitcher. And of course, in extras, as we've seen before, the last out is going to go to second to try to speed things up. So Gilbert Lara was the final out of the top of the 7, so he will start on second. And the same thing on the side of the Fightins as well. So it is evenly matched, but it's tough to get out of the top half without allowing anybody to score. I mean, when you've already had a runner in scoring position, you have to be absolutely perfect. Zabala gets a strikeout of Wiseman, and it's 0-1. And then they're going back to the top of the order, so they're in a really good spot while the Fightins are at their 8, 9, and 1 guys, although they're going to pinch hit Don't know who's left on the bench for Reading. Not a lot to work with. Stott, technically a bench player, but he is out of commission at the Futures game. I guess Duran is over there, and they've already had Miller pinch hit as well. Steven. It'll be Steven. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Wiseman. Zabala kicks and fires outside. He was perfect in the 7th. He got a ground out and then back-to-back Ks. And he gets a strikeout, 100 miles an hour on the radar. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a strikeout, swinging. Down goes the pinch hitter, Wiseman. And that's a big out for Zabala. Typically, you'll see teams do anything they can to get the runner to third. You'll often see a bunt attempt coming on the first batter, so they get the runner on third. Then they've got, a sacrifice fly or anything will pretty much score a run if they're on third. And this one's going to be a base hit to left, coming around third. Here is the throw in, a perfect throw from Fitch. And so holding up at third is Lara. A base hit from Canning puts runners on the corners with an out. And here's Jake Alou. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk as well. This will be tough for Zabal to get out of. He'll have to be perfect from here on out. He does have an open base at second, but don't want to let up a run. Sent out to center field. This will certainly score a run. Backing up is Landon, and he makes the catch, but tagging is Lara, and so the tie's been broken. It is 2-1 here in the top of the 8th.
The first baseman, number 29,
So that's a sacrifice fly to center from Alou, scores a run. And here's Aldrim Corridor now with 2 outs. And the score is Harrisburg 2, Reading 1. Now Reading still has the opportunity to bat in the bottom of the 8th, and they will put on Jack Conley on second. Tough to start with your catcher there, but he's pretty quick on his feet. First pitch down low to Corridor. Zabala checks on the runner over at first, Canning. 1 ball, no strikes. Canning is going. The throw down by Conley. It's on the wrong side of the base. And safe at second on a stolen base is Gage Canning. I think that's his second. He had 1, maybe not. Maybe he had 1 the other day. Anyways, he's safe on second there. So the Senators have another runner in scoring position now, this time 2 outs. And 2 balls, no strikes to Corridor. You can make it 3 balls, no strikes. Zabala kicks and fires. Corridor chases. A big strike pickup. It's 2-2. And that was Canning's first stolen base, actually, of the AA season. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Senators up by a run, but the Fightin still a chance to bat. The offering by Zabala is in the dirt, and it's a full count now to Corridor. who's 0 for 3. The Fightins will have to score at least 1 in the bottom of the 8th, if not 2, if they want to walk it off. Zabala kicks and fires home. This one sent on the roof by Corridor, and will have to go at it again. And this one a ground ball to second. Daniel Brito to first, and that'll retire the Senators, not before they break open the tie. It is Harrisburg 2, Reading 1, and the Fightins will have to rally here to come back in the bottom of the 8th.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vist Bank does everything for us, from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vist will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vist Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours featured live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin-Filled Birthday Party Package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightins birthday. The Fightins Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightins home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightins fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Well, there's going to be a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, as we know Romero's back in the top of the 8th, and it's going to be Diego Moreno that he hands over the ball to. Now, Moreno just coming onto the team back on July 4th when he was signed by the Nationals after being released by another affiliated team. We did see him earlier in the series just trying to flip back quickly. He pitched an inning of work on Tuesday night, gave up 2 hits and 2 earned runs to the Fightins on 28 pitches. And we'll see if they can knock into him again. They're down by a run here in the bottom of the 8th, but they will start with Jack Conley on second, since we're in extra innings technically, and he made the last out in the bottom of the 7th. And so we'll start with Conley on second, the same way that the Senators did in the top half. Now, they were able to plate 1 run that way, and that's kind of the hopes of this extra inning rule, is that it's easier for runs to score, so we won't be sitting here forever wasting bullpen arms. And so Harrisburg able to put one up in the top of the 8th. And we'll see if the Fightins are able to do the same, tie it up, and hopefully walk it off. Moreno coming in, the righty now. He's going to face Fitch. I can assume Steven. And then back to the top of the order with Brito. Here's the first offering. Fitch fouls it back onto the roof. Fitch, a hefty double earlier in the 3rd. Really hauled it out. And someone warming in the Fightins if need be. Obviously, they're going to take the spot of Zabala with Josh Steven. And coming home with a strike now. Fitch is down 0-2. A tough spot here for Williams with Stott out at the Futures game. He doesn't have a lot of guys on the bench, because especially a little bit tough because he used Miller earlier to pinch hit, and then both Fitch and Conley are already in the game. I guess he could move some people around and have one of them, and have Fitch come in to catch. I'm just trying to think. I guess Perkins could always come out too. That's an option for sure. Steven definitely going to come in next. Here's the 0-2 to Fitch. It's down low, 1-2. Conley out on second. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. The Fightins trail by a run. And the offering to Fitch fouled back yet again. It's 1-2. Conley taking just a few steps off of second. Here's the offering by Moreno. Fitch holds off. It's way inside, and it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes here. Fitch working his way back from an 0-2 count. Here's the offering, and it's a called strike 3 on the inside corner. He's arguing with the home plate umpire, but walks back to the dugout, and there's one away now. And pinch hitting is Josh Steven. Now we've seen Josh Steven walk it off in a previous game earlier in the season in front of a home crowd. Definitely has the guts to do it again, and with Jack Conley on second, the Fightins are down to their final 2 outs. Harrisburg up by a run. Both teams 5 hits, although the Senators have made 2 errors in the field. And Steven stepping into that lefty batter's box to face the righty Moreno. Steven ropes one into right field. Gonna come home definitely is Connolly as it goes all the way to the wall. He's going for second, and he's gonna be in second safely, and he ties up the game. Josh Steven with an RBI double makes it 2-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that is exactly what the Fightin' Phils needed, as it's all tied up here at 2. And the Fightins still have a runner in scoring position now for Daniel Brito. They're back to a beautiful spot in their order. Back to the top. With Daniel Brito here, a chance to walk it off. In front of a large home crowd here, the attendance today, thanks to PSECU, 7,317 fans here in the ballpark. A really great home crowd. I want to say that that is our second largest crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium this season. They're actually going to intentionally walk Brito to first, so he's over on first with an intentional walk. I'm not sure why you'd rather face Gamboa. Yesterday he walked it off too, but this sets them up for the double play. So I understand why they're doing that. They have the opportunity to get out of this inning quickly, and actually there's a ball in the field and right, but the pitch comes in anyways, and it's a ball, so it's all right, 1-0. So they're set themselves up for the double play by intentionally walking Brito, but Gamboa walked it off yesterday, and he's going to do it. Oh, it ropes foul. Wow, we were all excited. Gamboa now 1-1. If he can pull it just a little bit more to the left, he'll do it, and he takes a ball, 2-1. Here's the pitch. He sends it sky high. It's not going to be enough, as it's going to send it into left field, coming over, and Flores makes the catch. Out number 2. Stuck on second is Steven, and on first
Bonifacio.
And here's Jorge Bonifacio now. Steven on second, Brito on first after being intentionally walked, but there are 2 outs. And Bonifacio at the plate. We're tied up at 2 here in the bottom of the 8th, and this is going to stay inside the infield. So we're going to go to another inning of work coming over Duarte, and he makes the catch at second. But we've tied it up again, so we're going to the actual 9th here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Back to the Senators' bats, and we'll see a new pitcher for Reading.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today. The R-Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's Baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils. The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
Well, some more free baseball here at FirstEnergy Stadium as the Senators took a run in the top of the 8th, and the Fightins tied it up again in the bottom half. So now we're going to go into the actual 9th inning. Austin Ross is going to come in to pitch, and really the only one on the bench for the Fightins, Rodolfo Duran. Although I personally would love to see Jack Perkins come out and pinch hit. That's my vote. But nevertheless, they've got to get through the top of this half inning first, as it is going to be Austin Ross who comes out of the bullpen. Zabala handing the ball off to Ross. Here he's going to face the heart of the order, Harrison Duarte and Nick Banks, who's been a terror today. And Ross now throwing his final warm-up pitches as he's on to face KJ Harrison here. He's 1 for 3 today. Zabala had a very good outing, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run. It wasn't earned, it was that runner that started on second, and he threw 29 pitches here. But Ross coming in to take the 9th. Just tomorrow's game and then an off day, so you can feel free to use a little bit more pitching, and the Fightins have no choice here, as coming down is Ross. It's a ball. And they'll start with a runner on second again, so it's Corridor who's out at second. And I guess Perkins pitching tomorrow, so they're not going to use him as a bat. Crushed. That's okay. Ball number 1 here. Looking back at the runner on second is Ross, and this is going to be a base hit that drops in front of Bonifacio. He picks it up. They're going to stop the runner at third, and there's runners on the corners here for Austin Ross, and nobody out.
The second baseman, number 11, Osvaldo Duarte.
Here's Osvaldo Duarte now, 0 for 3. See if the other games around the Phillies affiliates have wrapped up. Jersey Shore holding on to their lead 3-1 over Wilmington. They're in the top of the 9th. Clearwater took Bradenton 7-3, and Lehigh Valley 9-1 over Worcester. They're in the 8th. Ross sends in a pitch outside. It is 1-0. Ross getting the sign from Conley. Here's the offering. It's a called strike. And this one, a moonshot up. It's not going to be deep enough, I think, to tag. Landon's going to make the catch in the outfield, and he's got a good throw in. So that's one away there as Duarte flies out to center. Everyone forced to stay put. And a big out there for Austin Ross. But he's going to face Nick Banks, who is a tough bat. And he's 2 for 3 today with a home run and a single. And Banks has got some family in the crowd for sure. Out of Tomball, Texas, the 4th round pick in 2016. All the Harrisburg moms have their phones out to record down in front. Ross setting up on the first base side of the rubber. Kicks and fires to Banks in the dirt. A nice block by Conley. He's got to be perfect too. Stokes holding the runner at first. Everyone playing up, straight up to Banks. Here's the offering. He fouls one off his own leg, and it's 1-1. Everyone's still waiting here for post-game fireworks and to support their hometown team. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Nick Banks. Runners on the corners for Ross. There's one away here in the top of the 9th inning. It's a tie ball game at 2. The pitch inside, and it is 2-1. Corridor at third, Harrison over at first. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Banks. Ross steals way inside. Little chin music, and Conley able to snag it as he comes over. Three balls, 1 strike. There is a base open. But the Fightins are in a great position here for a double play now with 1 out. Ross. Here's the pitch. A called strike. And Banks thought he was done, thought he was walking, but Ross gets the pitch on the corner. And he stays alive. Oh my God, someone down there walking with an ice cream cone. I would love an ice cream cone right now. Too hard to eat on the air though, with a microphone. Anyways, back to the game. The payoff pitch. This is perfect for 2, 4, 6. They got to get him 3, and they do! Austin Ross, a clean frame here in the top of the 9th, and we go tied into the bottom half where the Fightins will start with a runner on second. We'll be back bottom half where they try to walk it off here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yuengling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an art-filled game, great food, music, entertainment, and so much more here at the ballpark. The team will play as the Los Luchadores and will be wearing their Los Luchadores de Redding Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive deals.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
Extra innings, bottom of the ninth. We're tied up at 2. Austin Ross got a perfect double play to get out of the top of the ninth. And we'll see what the Fightins can do here as they come to bat. Diego Moreno going to come out for another inning of work. He gave up the tying run in the bottom of the 8th after Harrisburg had put one off in the top half. Everything past the 7th inning has technically been extras, as this game was supposed to end after 7, the second of a doubleheader. The Fightins took game 1 4-2, so they've at least split the series. They've got 3 wins to Harrisburg's 1. If they take today, they're definitely going to come home with a series victory. And it is going to be Jorge Bonifacio who heads to second. He was the final out in the bottom of the 8th. So the Fightins at 2 will start off with a runner on second. That's Jorge Bonifacio, and it is Madison Stokes who's up at the plate. Bonifacio out on second, and Stokes takes the first pitch ball. It's Diego Moreno still on the mound. The Fightins have gotten a couple earned runs off him before. Moreno pitches Stokes, checks his swing. It doesn't matter. It is a called strike. Infield back deep here to Stokes. Any run that the Fightins score will be a walk-off. We're tied 2-2 here. Stokes takes a pitch outside. And Harrison, a good scoop behind the plate. Don't want to put Bonifacio on third. Sean Williams, of course, ready to wave him home out in the third base's coach's box. A very intense game in front of 7,000 plus Fightins fans. Here's the pitch. A called strike to Stokes. I don't know what he could have really done with that, even if he swung, probably fouled it off, but that would have been a strike as well. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Bonifacio out on second in scoring position, and we are tied at 2. Both teams have 6 hits on the board, though the Senators have 2 errors, and that's really been the difference maker in tonight's game. Moreno with the pitch and a called strike 3 to Madison Stokes, and he knows it as he grabs the barrel of his bat and walks back to the dugout. That's 1 out now for Logan Landon. Landon already a base hit tonight and a run scored off of his own base hit. 2 errors helped him come home on kind of a little league inside the park home run, if you will. And now he's up with some pressure on his back. There's 1 out, and Bonifacio's up at second. Moreno kicks and fires. It's a called strike. He's hitting mid-90s here. He's looking pretty good on the mound. And he played with the Indians, I believe. Made it up to AAA. And he gets a called strike to Landon now. Actually was out in the Atlantic League. And a ball gets by the catcher. Harrison coming to third is Bonifacio, and that is a huge game changer here. All Landon has to do, put something in the outfield. There's only 1 run on the board. A wild pitch pushes Bonifacio to third, and that could be the difference maker here. With Logan Landon up at the plate. 1 out now. All he's got to do is poke something into the outfield to be the hero of the game tonight. Here's the offering by Moreno. Landon stays alive. He fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The fans here looking onward would love to see a walk-off for the second straight night in a row. Yesterday, Gamboa walked it off in the bottom of the ninth. A tie ball game then. And the same here. It's been 2-2. Here as we enter bottom of the ninth, just 1 out on the board. Bonifacio at third. Here's the pitch. Landon will get it past the shortstop. Lara coming home and scoring is Bonifacio. And Logan Landon walks it off for the Fightins here for the second night in a row. And he is dumped on out in the field with the Gatorade bottles. Well deserved for Logan Landon as he walks it off for the Fightin' Phils here in the bottom of the ninth. They take the ball game 3-2 over the Senators. They sweep the doubleheader, and they're up on the series 4-1 over the Harrisburg Senators. Fans, thank you all so much for joining me. Tomorrow, 5:15, start here for the Sunday game against the Senators. The Fightins, 2 wins today in a doubleheader sweep. They take the first one 4-2 in 7, and the second one in extras 3-2 over the Harrisburg